But Beer Chugger 447 doesn't need to use all 250 of his characters. It's like talking about how outraged he is. Like, who really cares? I've wrestled on all the grandest stages there are. No. Yeah, so look out for Uncensored featuring Ed Sheeran.
Yes. Well, it's a mystery guest. No one knows who it is yet. What was the other one?
I jumped very high, much higher than you. My finisher was a 450 corkscrew.
It was.
It was just, I'm gonna get ya. Oh no, I'm gonna get ya. Oh no, he's ran behind me. Oh no, I've been slammed. Oh no, I'm dead. Hello, and welcome to episode 23 of the UNCNTRD Podcast. I'm Tom, that's Riley, and it might be episode 24.
Oh yes, I'm Riley now.
Oh, shit.
Live it in. Keep it.
Oh no, it'll stay. But somehow
That was fun. I'm good, thank you. How are you? How's your week been so far?
You know what?
As much as it's just
back at school, but it's been pretty good. Haven't had the most 2 awful days, and you know the drip came, so I'm iced out.
Nice.
Honorary use.
That's very good to hear. So, as much as we're both by ourselves today, we've got a nice little fun-packed episode. We're just going to have a nice chill chat, talk about what's happened over the past couple of weeks, as much as we've not had any solo episodes.
Yeah, the schedule kind of went a bit fuckety lately. But...
Yeah, but we're back into it. We've got another special guest on next week, so...
Yeah, so look out for Uncensored featuring Ed Sheeran.
Yes. Well, it's a mystery guest. No one knows who it is yet.
Though I believe I do have to clarify that it is not Ed Sheeran.
We wish.
Yeah, but so what's the crack, Tom?
What's the crack? Nothing much. It's the same old stuff. We've got a busy weekend ahead of us, to be honest, haven't we?
We do.
Yes, I'm very, very excited. How excited are you?
Oh, mate, it should be great. Are we allowed to announce what it is?
Well, I mean, we can if we want.
I think unless we want to
keep it on the wraps.
But yeah, look out for it.
Yeah, it should be off. Well, after we do it on Saturday, then it should be out within the next week or so. After.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, it should be fun. As much as we're talking about it right now, we're still not going to reveal what it is.
Of course.
Yes.
Before we get into the higher notes, I want to do something we don't do very often on this podcast, and I want to discuss a more of a serious topic for a moment. Because lately, a lot of controversy has been going around about 2 brands in particular. Bud Light being one of them. I'll go on.
Because we are not going to be controversial.
Well, it's not controversial.
It's just a cancel culture warning.
I'm good with my wording. So
if people watch this episode and think, oh, they should get cancelled, they're joining, no, then go ahead, Riley.
No, but obviously it's my personal opinion. You're free to disagree. So Bud Light have had a lot of controversy lately due to partnering with a trans woman, which personally I don't understand particularly in myself, because I have forgot who they are, but I know the general crack. So I might not be as educated as some others may be, but I'm not a professional in this subject. But I just think it's ridiculous, because I've seen people like, oh, we must boycott our Bud Light. Like, let's all buy our Bud Light and pour it down the sink. But one, you're a bit of a mug. Like, why? It's really not that deep. If you're really that offended that they've brought out this drink in support of this woman, then don't drink it. You don't have, like, Like
Drink fucking Corona or fucking Stella or something.
I'm sorry, but Beer Chugger 447 doesn't need to use all 250 of his characters. It's like talking about how outraged he is. Like, who really cares? It's doing a good thing. At least in my.
I mean, for someone who doesn't drink beer, I couldn't actually care less.
Yeah, exactly. And even like the people buying it to boycott it so they can pour it down the sink. Do you think Mr. Bud Light cares that you've poured his drink down the sink? You've bought these drinks. So
probably not. Bearing in mind that Bud Light is an alcoholic-free drink.
Yeah, exactly. He ain't gonna care what you're doing with it. You've already paid for it. Like,
Exactly.
So it's not a boycott. If anything, you're putting more money in their pockets. And another brand that have been under fire lately for wokeism has been Lego. They've brought out A to Z of sets, which some letters of the alphabet featured are transgender, bisexual, different things of the LGBT and that community. And everyone's boycotting that because, like, oh, why are you shoving homosexuality down my kids' throats? Are they?
They're not.
No, I don't think Lego has went, okay, so we're going to cancel all sets and no more of them. And we're going to have the gay set and everyone must use this. They're not doing that. They've just went, hey, maybe inclusivity is good, which, it is. So they've brought out sets which are inclusive. Sets that allow people to acknowledge, hey, these things exist, and allow kids from a young age to see these things and grow up realizing, hey, that's normal, rather than.
To be fair, it is normal in this day and age, isn't it?
It's beyond normal, and it should be.
It's way beyond normal. Exactly.
I don't understand when people go, oh, like, I can't believe that Lego is shucking all this shit down my kids' throats, and I'm so outraged. You'll never catch a spot of Lego in my house. Okay.
Over there. There's a Lego over. Sorry, I'm just trying to make kind of like light joke of not the comment. Yes.
Yeah, I'm currently building my pyramid of Giza. But
oh, is this going to be another Lego episode again today?
It isn't. But yeah, I just personally think if you disagree with it, you disagree with it. I can't stand here and go, hey, your opinion's wrong, because then I'd be no more than a hypocrite. But just, it's not that deep, really.
Anyway, enough of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to what solely is the podcast is normally about. What's your music taste looking like these past weeks, Riley?
Oh, Tom, I will tell you my music taste. Let me bring up the playlist. I'll read you any new additions I've found.
Please tell me the latest meme song is on there.
Shake the Ground, Omos, is on there, actually. So
that ain't the meme song that I was on about, but yes.
No, that's not a meme song. That's a very serious song. So
is your playlist, is your music mainly consisting of WWE entrance themes now?
Yes, pretty much. So a few highlights. I was listening to John Cena's Platinum album, and I added a good few of those because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I already had a few songs on there. I haven't listened to the album straight before, but there's still a few songs like The Time Is Now and Right Now, two bangers that were already on my playlist. But there's some other good ones in there, like Don't Fuck With Us. That's a tune, that one. I added A Match Into Water by Pierce the Veil. I don't listen to much Pierce the Veil, but I like that song.
Nice.
Yeah, I went back for the first time in a while to re-listen to You Signed Up For This by Maisie Peters, as she's releasing an album in a month or two. and I
I
fucking
do not
love
know
that
who
album.
that is, but nice.
She's a pop artist, but I
Yeah,
I fucking love Maisie Peters. Personal favorite song of mine is "Love Him I Don't." That one proper gets to me. Um,
nice.
yeah, and Maisie Peters' new single, a few Michael Aldog songs, a bit of The Weekend as well, specifically
Hmm.
Less Than Zero and Heartless. Um, just because Less Than Zero, obviously with it being WrestleMania season, I heard that song a lot, so it just kind of already was in my rotation in my mind.
WrestleMania was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know, but we haven't talked about it yet.
Yeah, we will talk about it later.
Yeah, exactly. The album Brazil by Declan McKenna as well. Listen to that because I just really like some of Declan McKenna's stuff. I think he's quite a smart guy. Oh, sorry, no, the album isn't Brazil. The album is What Do You Think About the Car? That was a mistake on my part.
I think the car smells.
But yeah, Declan McKenna's got some big tunes. My personal favourite would have to be Listen to Your Friends, which I think is a real great tune. Steel Panther got a few songs on there after you listen to it, and I think as far back as we go since the last time you spoke about this, I I re-listened to Whatever People Say I Am, That's What I'm Not, and they're by Arctic Monkeys, and a few songs that I hadn't really, I hadn't really acknowledged on the last time I listened to it. I found to be quite bangers. And the last two just singles: "I Fall Apart," Post Malone.
To be fair, Post Malone hits regardless.
Exactly. And "Ceilings" by Lizzie McAlpine, because that song proper gets me in my feels. But that is my up to now.
That is a big old what's the word? Big old collection of genres and music and songs.
It is. I
Yeah.
like to consider myself quite varied, but Tom,
Yeah.
go ahead. What's yours been looking like?
Oh well, I've recently rediscovered a fucking band that we both love.
Oh yeah,
Motherfucking Dragon Force.
God, I love Dragon Force.
There's been one song that I have had on repeat for the past 2 days called "The Last Dragonborn." It
Oh,
is an amazing song. It is amazing. I am just.
it's
It's
fucking
something
good.
that's. It's something that sounds like it needs to be in an action film.
Yeah, it is a
On
banging
top of that,
tune.
I've had a lot of Wednesday 13 on as well, as I did go and see them a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah, I'm not familiar personally.
They're quite good. Are you aware of Joey Jordanson from Slipknot?
I am.
He was the drummer for another one of his bands, which were called the Murder Dolls, I believe.
Oh, I see.
Something along the lines of that. It goes along with that. And I believe there is only one song that we should be talking about at the moment, and that is Jack Black's latest masterpiece.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it is a tune. It's an absolute tune.
It has been over Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, and it's just amazing.
It really is. It is a viral
I've
sensation for the
heard
right reasons.
I've heard stuff that it's going to be put up for, isn't it like a Grammy or something, or like
I don't know
a
if it'd be eligible
fucking,
for a Grammy, but I think he could win an Oscar for it.
I don't know what it was. I remember reading something about it, and it was like, oh, it's eligible for some kind of award.
Well, a Grammy is music,
Yeah, it
and
is a song.
yeah, true. So it could be eligible, and then because an Oscar is for film, but I guess it depends
Bear
how
with
it's
me. I'm trying to find it.
categorized.
I'm trying to find it. Bear with me, please. But yeah, I went and watched that film this weekend,
Oh,
and
so did
it
I.
was
It's brilliant.
amazing. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought that was the film. It wasn't. I can't find it.
that's all right.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to find
it
any
was a
Jack
great
Black
film,
picture. Honestly,
even
I
though.
actually
Oh, sorry.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, so did I. Even though now loads of people are only now just discovering Tenacious D.
Yeah, the fake followers of Tenacious D are rising now.
I wouldn't call them fake followers, just a new wave of followers.
No, they'll only like them because they've seen Mario.
I still don't think that makes them any less true of fans. It's kind of like the same argument for people who discovered Metallica through Stranger Things.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm going off of. They're the same kind of people.
I personally don't really believe that there's a difference. Like, it doesn't really matter how they find the music. If they enjoy the music, they enjoy the music.
Yeah, but each to their own, really, isn't it? I'm still trying to find this thing. I genuinely can't remember what it is.
Oh, I just don't bother. Well,
I'm finding it now.
We can just have it in post.
It's like some kind of award. I can't remember what it was. Oh well.
Oh well. But so speaking of related to a few of the songs on my playlist, I've been listening to a lot of entrance themes lately. I've been waking up to Gunter's entrance theme actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. I guess works quite well as an alarm. But so we technically haven't really spoke about WrestleMania in the podcast yet. So we're not going to
run through it as much as we're just going to run through our highlights, aren't we? That's the plan. But overall, it was okay. In my opinion, it was okay. I feel like both nights had an equal standing.
I personally disagree. I think if night 2 was as good as night 1, it could have been in the conversation for greatest WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Night 2 really drug it down. But
yeah, I do agree.
I have a small slew of questions for this. That we'll answer. So for you personally, what would you say was your favourite match on the card?
Out of all of it?
Yeah.
The secret match that was added on night 2. The Miz versus Snoop Dogg.
Of course,
No, it wasn't that. There's a lot of matches that were on that card, on both of those cards that I enjoyed. The Pat McAfee versus Miz match, as much as it was short, it was good because Pat McAfee's always amazing to watch.
True.
I'm waiting for the wrong answer. The correct answer is Austin Theory or the Omos match.
No, actually, my favourite match was none of which you've mentioned. Personally, my favourite match of the whole WrestleMania was Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. I think that was really a peak point. I think it was originally main event for sure, and then it was moved for fan appeal. But
yeah,
in my personal opinion, I know people really love Sami Zayn, and it was a great moment when they overthrow the Usos. But that match should have still been main event.
Yeah,
you could tell.
I kind of agree.
For me personally, as someone who's not as crazy of a Sami Zayn follower as I know a lot of people are, he says in the Sami Zayn hoodie, but I think I enjoyed that match less because how good Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair was.
Yeah, I do agree with you, kind of.
Like that was in my opinion, what could be a 5-star match. I don't know if the ratings have came through yet, but
no, I don't think they have yet.
And then don't get me wrong, like the Sammy and Kevin show versus the Usos was it was a good match.
That needs to be the new name. The Sammy and Kevin show.
I swear that's what they used to be when they were a tag team fucking years ago.
Yeah, like back when they tried getting the WWE title off of AJ Styles.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so that was my personal
NXT Takeover was good, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. What was your favorite match of Takeover?
Oh, there are. Honestly,
I thought yours was going to be a really quick answer. To be fair,
I don't know because there was some really good matches on that card. I wanted to say Breakker versus Hayes, but
I
No.
feel I know what your true deep down favourite was.
All right then. What was it then?
I personally believe that your favourite match on that card, I assumed that you would have just said it right off the bat, because I thought your favourite match was instantly going to be Gargano versus Waller.
No.
Really?
It was was it the fight? Is it a fight? Was it a 5-way or it was a 5-way? It was the North American title 5-way match.
Oh, I completely forgot about that match.
It featured so much good talent.
It was a fucking amazing match. I was so sad at the end.
Each member in that match had a showcase, and that's all they needed. Ilya Dragunov got so close, but got pinned. But it was still good. Axiom had his good fucking flips. JD McDonough was just there. Dragon Lee got his debut, and he's just amazing. And of course, Wesley has to just one up everyone and just win.
Wesley's so great, but
I
was so upset at the end. Oh, obviously, it's no detriment to the performers. Like, these things happen, but when he just missed the big final move, I was slightly crushed, because it would have been so beautiful
if he'd actually hit it.
Oh yeah, exactly. But for me, I really liked was it a 5 or 6-way ladder match? For the
I think it was 5 or 6. No, it was 6, because it was originally going to just be a 5-way, and the winner would fight the champion. But then Roxanne Perez came back, and then made it a 6-woman match, and then.
That was probably one of my favourites. I was rooting for Gigi Dolan to win. She is my favourite on the NXT roster.
The thing is, the match ending of that was a masterpiece.
It was, with fucking Dexter Lumis. I'm really curious.
Lumis appearing out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what they're doing with Indy Hartwell, though.
From what I can see, kind of. I'm not really sure where they're going with it. They got Cora Jade back, so I think they're going to start trying to get her feuding with Indy.
Yeah, possibly. But I mean, obviously, my favourite match had to have been Bron Breakker versus.
Oh, that was. I honestly think that match was a bit of a joke.
I loved that match. Carmelo Hayes is just and Bron Breakker. They're both such brilliant performers.
It was just the fact that he got on all fours, scooted towards Carmelo Hayes, and started barking at him.
The woofs were a bit fucking questionable when Bron Breakker just started barking, but
it's like when Brian Griffin starts like woofing in Family Guy. That's what he sounded like.
Yeah, I did like the way where, even though Carmelo was the heel of that match, they had him
kind of be the face.
Kind of, but it's in the way where there's moments where he tries to tell Trick Williams, like, "Hey, dog, can you not be interrupting this? Like, allow me to fight my own match."
Yeah.
But obviously, none of the matches I've mentioned were actually my favorite part of NXT Takeover. Because obviously my favourite part of NXT Takeover is Pretty Deadly.
Oh, mate.
Honestly, 2 absolute A-star performers. They're just so great. Honestly, I really love Pretty Deadly, and I'm hoping they go main roster.
Apparently, it's rumoured in the draft that they're going to be going to main roster.
Oh, please let them go main roster.
I hope so.
But also, are they not feuding with the Brooklyn people?
Yeah, with Tony D'Angelo or something, isn't it?
Or is that not a feud? Was that just a one-off match for NXT?
Oh no, that was just a one-off match.
Okay, no.
They won that, but
yeah, but I do love Pretty Deadly, and if they go main roster, I'll be rooting for them to take Sammy and Kevin's titles.
Split the titles up.
No, just take them all.
Just take them all.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it was a good weekend that we had.
Yeah, I had a great weekend. But what was your least favourite match of WrestleMania? It does pain me to say it as a very proud Omos sapien. But
Kind of.
Brock versus Omos was shit.
I'm struggling to find. I like all the competitors at WrestleMania this year. I didn't really have a not favorite match. Really,
as much as I love Omos, it was quite literally the exact same match as Braun Strowman versus Omos.
It was.
It was just, I'm gonna get you. Oh no, I'm gonna get you. Oh no, he's ran behind me. Oh no, I've been slammed. Oh no, I'm dead.
Like I've said about Omos, as much as you love him, he's not a wrestler.
I think he has improved.
He's just a bodyguard.
But I think he is slowly becoming a lot better.
Slowly is taking in very big precautions.
And I don't know if that's just me being so enveloped into the meme, but I do love him. So
Riley is an Omos sapien.
I am. I really am. But yeah, overall, I think WrestleMania was really good.
It was pretty fun.
It was a heartbreaker.
It was. We're trying our best not to speak about the main event.
Yeah,
we don't want to, because we don't want to burst out in tears.
I know. It was such a perfect way to finish it as well.
Yeah. But we know what's going to happen. They want Roman to get to 1,000.
Solo fucking Sikoa, man. Do we reckon he'll lose it at SummerSlam?
I reckon so. I reckon it'll be like Roman when he lost at Mania. He'll win at SummerSlam.
Part of me thinks that's too easy. As much as I want Cody to win, part of me thinks they know they're paralleling the story. And so that's why it'll be ever more so shocking when Roman retains at SummerSlam.
Vince is twirling his moustache.
I'm onto it.
His horrible moustache.
But I think maybe at SummerSlam, Gunther loses. I don't know to who, but could be LA Knight. I wouldn't, but actually, no. At the same time, as much as I love LA Knight, I cannot see him beating Gunther.
Yeah, I do agree with you, kind of.
It would have to be Bobby Lashley or someone.
I just wanted to put this out here for you as well. Drew has blacked out his Twitter.
But the thing is, his contract doesn't end until like the end of 2024. So unless he asks for his release, he should be all right.
He probably will, because apparently Seth's having contract problems as well, and apparently he's wanting to leave as well.
Oh, if Seth goes to AEW, then it might actually be ropes for WWE. If Seth goes to AEW, it might actually be ropes for WWE.
Yep, because then they'll have 2/3 of the Shield.
Yeah, exactly. Seth goes to AEW, then they will actually be able to sell out Wembley.
That's true. The thing is, I think they know they can sell out Wembley because they know that they'll get Drew.
No, thing is, if they lose Seth, they don't lose just Seth. They lose Seth, they lose Becky.
True.
So, arguably one of the greatest female wrestlers of all time will also leave WWE.
Exactly.
Along with one of the greatest male superstars of all time. So it'll be a big double hit.
I was about to say, are you still on about Becky there?
She is the man.
Yes. But yeah, honestly, I'd be very, very much up for seeing. I just want a good dream match. Seth and Becky, Adam Cole and Britt Baker.
Ooh.
Mixed gender tag match. Both of that would be amazing.
That would be pretty good, actually.
The thing is, do you reckon Seth has the rights to Seth Rollins, or do you reckon he'll have to go back to his old name?
No, I reckon it'll be Seth Rogen's if he has to.
Rogen's.
Yeah.
I reckon if he was to go to AEW, I reckon Tyler Black would be coming back.
Possibly, but if Seth leaves and Becky leaves, then that means that the fight for my favorite female superstar, and to be fair, like third favorite superstar overall, will finally come to an end because Becky leaves WWE, Oscar moves up. So,
But then again, apparently Oscar's teasing that she's going to be leaving as well.
oh no, she can't.
She might be going back to Japan because she misses Kairi Sane too much.
To be
This
fair,
is just
I wouldn't mind her going back to
depressing
New Japan because
because
Oscar's great wherever she
is it
is.
Kana? It is Kana that her gimmick when she was in New Japan. That's the gimmick that she's doing now. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. Thing is, right?
Oh,
Oscar does deserve much better than what WWE is
Yeah.
currently handing her. As much as I'm a WWE fan, possibly more than I am just a normal wrestling fan, Oscar, especially what was she at 6 WrestleMania losses, which is a joke.
yeah.
She
She's
is
not had a
arguably
single
the
WrestleMania
best
win.
wrestler on women's roster, one of the best wrestlers on the whole WWE roster in general.
She was the longest reigning NXT champion, or NXT women's champion.
Yeah, she had so much momentum.
Exactly. She had so much momentum going up to main roster, and it's like with all of the NXT main roster call-ups, they all just got cut, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It was a shame because I fucking love Oscar. She's awesome. But yeah, I don't know who else is calling for a release. But
I don't know either.
But at the end of the day, Logan Paul's re-signed. So
Yeah. And
Wait's coming.
even that it wasn't even controversy. He'd literally just recolored the fucking picture.
It was quite funny.
It was funny.
Yeah, if people keep leaving, Logan will have to be the one to take the titles.
Exactly.
I
Well,
reckon he'll be
apparently,
US champion by the end of the year.
I hope so. What? So you'd want him to beat Theory for it, or do you reckon Theory would lose it to someone else?
I don't think he'd beat Theory for it. I'd love to see Theory versus Logan Paul, but I think there will be a pass along champ between them.
Who do you reckon then? Like R-Truth or Akira Tozawa? Please, R-Truth needs another US title win.
I don't know. Maybe Gable.
To be fair,
Or
OTs.
No. I think it might even work better the other way because with Logan being more part time, he can like literally take a title, and because he's like more of a part time wrestler, if he loses on the next show, he's still got a 30-day reign.
True.
So if Logan beats Theory, Chad Gable can beat Logan and be a fighting champion with that belt.
I did tell you that Chad Gable has got a lot of momentum behind him.
He does.
People want him to win. The thing is, people are starting to not enjoy him in tag teams anymore.
Yeah.
Obviously, what he was doing with American Alpha was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, American Alpha was an amazing tag team, and then what he was doing, wasn't it with Robert Roode or Bobby Roode?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like tag champs with him, which that was cool. And now he's just with Otis.
Yeah.
And just kind of
as
much as I love Otis, it's just a bit of a flop.
Yeah.
Have him go with Maxine. He needs to be beautified.
Actually, we've touched on this a few times in this episode. So in the last 4 minutes, I want to talk about this. Who are you predicting for NXT call-ups during the draft?
Pretty deadly. I want to say Roxanne Perez, really.
I don't, because there will only call up so many. But I think Bron Breakker is kind of a given.
No, he's back in. He was going back for the title. I'm pretty sure he's like feuding with like Chase U now.
I still think Bron could definitely.
He turned heel, didn't he? He turned heel.
But they might be just turning him heel so he can fit better when he moves up in a storyline.
Yeah.
But
then again,
I want to see Waller move up. I don't know if Waller will move up yet.
He's got a title match in May, I believe, against Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, but I would really love to see him move up. But I think he might
I'd
have
like
another year or so.
I would like to see Ilya Dragunov go up.
Yeah, I
Mainly because I would only want him to go to SmackDown if Gunther is there.
yeah, no, that's the thing. I only want Ilya Dragunov to move up if he wins the Intercontinental Champion.
Exactly.
That
That is my
is the way to do
prediction.
it.
This year, he will dethrone Gunther.
That would be the perfect way to like close the book.
Because he dethroned Gunther last time Gunther was champion, which was the UK Championship.
Exactly.
And he absolutely obliterated him.
As far as women's superstars go, I think they could move up Gigi Dolin now that Toxic Attractions dissembled. I think she's had a good few very strong promos lately. So I think she's proved herself more viable in that aspect.
Don't forget what happened in that ladder match. JC Jane's back, meaning they're going to reignite it.
Yeah, true. But that was always going to happen.
Yeah.
But they could settle it soon enough. But I don't know.
I reckon, I think it's like spring breaking or something, the next pay-per-view. That'll hopefully be the end of that match.
Yeah.
That rivalry even.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've got 2 minutes left. I say we just call it now and go over to part 2.
All right. To part 2. And welcome back to part 2. So we're going to kick off with Riley's Wrestle Riddles for this week. Over the past few weeks, I've been writing these, and I did not write them 10 minutes before the episode.
Good.
So, number 1. Ooh. I'll start with this one, actually. Okay. I had one of Riley's favourite gimmicks of the PG era. A personal highlight of his was becoming a firebender.
Go on.
I had my debut in NXT on a nice autumn day in 2013.
Jesus Christ. Keep going.
I've been Raw Women's Champion a total of 3 times. I used a fancy briefcase to win the grandest prize.
Carmella.
It's not.
No, that she's Raw. She was SmackDown Women's Champion.
You've got 2 more guesses.
3 times. And she was Miss Money in the Bank, from what I was gathering.
Yeah.
3 times. Trying to think. Can't be Liv Morgan because she won the SmackDown Women's title. There is one. What?
I will give a small hint. This person has also won the SmackDown's championship.
Okay.
I was just specifically speaking about the Raw championship.
So she cashed in on the Raw Women's Champion.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Alexa? Yeah, but is it Alexa Bliss?
It is Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Oh, I get the reference now on the fucking firebender because she fucking
blasted Randy Orton. Yeah.
Please tell me you included that.
I did.
Please tell me I've been bitten by a viper or something. Come on, read it out for me, please. I need to hear it.
I didn't have any other links to Randy Orton there.
What? Did you not say anything about the Viper or the Apex Predator?
No, all I said was becoming a firebender. But okay, this is number 2. I was one of Riley's favourites. Then I was put on the bench. My name in AEW is Easter in French.
Oh, Jesus.
It's also technically spelt wrong, but I just really liked that.
There are many people in AEW right now that I could easily... I'm going to put one guess out here now. Is it Malachi Black?
It is not. That does not mean Easter in French.
I don't know. Malachi could.
Okay. Flips upon flips. I'm known to do a lot. I was once known as the man that gravity forgot.
Oh, Neville or Pack, whatever the fuck his name is now. Adrian Neville.
Damn it, I knew I should have said the other one first.
Ah, you should
It
have.
is.
What was the other one? What was the other one?
I jumped very high, much higher than you. My finisher was a 450 corkscrew.
If you would have mentioned Red Arrow, then that would have given it away clearly. Because that was his. Oh, you know what you could have actually mentioned about him breaking his ankle while fighting in the lion tamer.
Shit. Okay, this
because that's what happened. Sorry.
This one, I'm going to give you all three before you can place a guess.
Is this the fact that I'm going to get it in all easily?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
I was the greatest heel in 2009, and if it wasn't kayfabe, I'd be doing jail time. That's number one. I've wrestled on all the grandest stages there are. Na 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 na. And one final one. When it comes to championships, I've held them in batches, and I've RKO'd more women than CM Punk had UFC matches.
Is it Randy Orton by any chance?
Oh, now I don't know how you got that one, but it is in fact Randy Orton.
It's not. It's Ted DiBiase.
It is. Now, yeah, that is mental. It was actually the $1 Million Man.
No, it's his son.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Because he was Ted DiBiase Jr., weren't he, in WWE?
I don't know, mate.
Yeah, I think you could have mentioned so many. You could have mentioned Legacy.
You know what? I did have something about Evolution in there, but I couldn't make it work. And
you could have just said Evolution is a mystery.
No, the first one I wrote was the one about CM Punk because I found it really funny, and then I wrote the one about being a heel, and then just in my head, just while I was writing that, I thought, no. And so I quickly jotted down the first one. And
is that all you've got then, or have you got one last one?
Unfortunately, they are all of today's wrestle riddles.
Oh well, it was fun. It was very different. It was fun.
I've got quite a neck. Fun. But
right, so have we got anything else to talk about? Anything that you'd like to bring up? Because I don't really have anything I'd like to bring up.
To be honest, not particularly, other than go watch last week's episode because it's fucking brilliant. And if you enjoyed this one, get your head checked and then watch last week's episode because it was.
What's with the light? I was about to say, why is the light like suddenly brighter?
Oh, because I am doing a thing.
You're doing a thing. Oh, no, we're not doing like a really shit end to the episode, are we?
No, I'm just uploading video files.
Okay.
Sorry to let you down.
Okay.
Muggles.
Just ending it with a bang.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to hear funny Among Us jokes, listen to the episode from 2 weeks ago. Because we had banging Among Us.
Yes. We still laugh about that to this day, as much as it was like 2 weeks ago.
It was great.
Yeah,
but
it was.
I honestly think that's kind of it that I've got to say.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we got a pretty packed schedule for the next couple of months.
But a shorter episode this week, but that's all right.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, we decide how long these episodes are. You don't get to dictate us.
Yeah. But thank you very much for watching. I've been Riley. That's been Tom.
No, I've been Riley, and that's been Tom.
That's right. Like, subscribe, do all the other cliche things, and watch out for the next episode. And we will see you in that next episode.